Hello my friends and welcome back to the signal state. Let's jump right in here. Where were we? Radio clocking system. Right, I suppose you deserve... Ooh, one of those days. Alright. Right, I suppose you deserve some sort of explanation. Yes? When we sent you out to reclaim your farm, it wasn't just to provide more food and housing for the people we already have. After all, we already have enough. The farm you're reclaiming has a second-generation LS Agritech solar-powered radio broadcast system, far more powerful than the one we have on our home farm. I want to use it to send out a broadcast. Okay, I don't know why you couldn't have just told me that, but broadcast to who? To whom? To everyone in our vicinity, survivors living on their own, distant communities, anyone who needs a home, or even just a friend. Announce our location and beckon all who might want to join us, or just to trade, to come. I want more than just survival. I want for us, all of us, to thrive, to rebuild, to revive our societies, our cities, our civilization. And we can't do that just farming, eating, and sleeping over and over. So, here's the thing. This is a good idea, except literally every post-apocalypse movie or book ever would tell you that announcing your location is a terrible idea and is just going to attract raiders that will destroy what little you have left. So maybe don't do that, but let's hear what Gordon's reasons for not wanting this are. He has no reason you'll have to speak to him about that. He believes we'll try. What did I say? Called it. You think it's a risk worth taking? Okay, so what now? We continue working. The broadcast system's clocking system is broken. Without it, we cannot tune into the right broadcast frequencies. Time to fix it. We've sent you some clock modules. You'll need those. That's concerning. Alright, clock out 1, 2, and 3 receive clock signals at different intervals. So are we going to start getting into time-specific puzzles? Let's find out. Clock modules output trigger signals at regular specified intervals. These trigger signals can be used to trigger other modules. Okay. Clock. Out 1, out 2, and out 3 receive clock signals at different intervals. Okay. Do we know what the intervals are? Oh, I guess this is why I need to look at the time step, huh? So this receives it at, what, 1, 3, 5. So that'll be an interval 2. Oh, I don't have an input. These are generating my input. Okay. Good to know. Let's see how this does first. No, that was terrible. No, actually that was good. Yeah, we can see here it's the out 1, which is the only one I've done so far, is generating exactly as expected. So now I need outs 2 and 3. Okay, let's put out 1 over here, I guess. And let's get another clock. So this one comes in at 1, 4, 7, 10. So that's going to be every 3. Make that into 2. Let's give that a shot. Okay, out 3 is still mad, but 1 and 2 look good. So now let's grab my third clock. So now this one is interesting. This is also every 2, but I need to offset it by 1. Do I have something that can do that? Let's try this. It says... So the not... Where where's my info again? Then that says if the input signal is more than, oh, is more than 0, this output's 0. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna just do the inverse of the first one. Beautiful. Okay. Not too bad. We learned about clock signals. Good work. Gordon will send you the next specifications. I expect he wants to share his opinion with you. Sounds good. Alright, so... Right, we completed the Minimax redesign with complete radio clock system. So next up is radio memory buffer. Let's take a look. We never did tell you why Miriam appointed me lead engineer, did we? No. I'm incredibly familiar with Ellis Agritech equipment. Pretty useful in working on farms filled with their stuff. There's a reason why I know their equipment. I used to work for them in the old world. Really? Yes, these machines you've been working on, I know so much about them because I helped build them. So you should be able to do all of this, and you don't really need me, is what I'm hearing. Oh, these are interesting options. Why did they break? Why did all the machines break? Or what was Ellis Agritech exactly? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what Ellis Agritech was, right? Like, they're a machine company. They're like John Deere or something. So let's see, why did they break? The truth is, I don't know. I wasn't executive level, so maybe these machines have secrets I don't know about. Maybe it was something outside of these machines. It's a mystery to me too. Okay, so you have no idea. So this is a little bit like, oh, what was that movie or series that was out a while ago? I forget what it was, but there was like, all of the electricity disappeared. And so everybody's living in the different cities in the US and there's just no electricity anywhere. I don't remember what it was called. It was really good. I liked it. Season 2 got a little weird because then, like, the electricity came back as an entity that could possess people, and it got super weird. But first season was really good. I want to say that was 2016, 2018, something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, so what does this have to do with Mirror's plan? Because Eldon Ellis is still out there, and he still has some employees with him, he promised them refuge from the chaos, and they stayed. If we broadcast, he will be listening, and he's going to try and reclaim what he thinks is his. And that means our farms. Yes, so you can see why I think a public broadcast is a bad idea, but it's not my call. Okay, so what do I do? What Miriam wants. I hope she knows what she's doing. I'm sure she does. Yeah, next step is to fix the memory buffer, so we can record a short message and loop it for the broadcast. Along with the clock samples, we sent some sample and hold modules. You can use those as a replacement for the memory buffer. Okay, not sure what that means, but sure. Alright, let's jump right in here. Oh my. Out 1 receives memory buffered signals from source 1. At regular intervals, the memory buffered signal is updated to the latest signal from source 1. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Clock modules output regularly. We already know about clock modules. Sample and hold modules act as memory, sampling and storing the input value when triggered. The stored value is sent to the output until a different value is sampled. Sample and hold modules act as memory, sampling and storing the input value when triggered. Okay. Well, let's see. So we have our source 1 that's all over the place, and then out 1 is something totally different. Samples the current value at the input when a trigger is received and stores it in memory. Whoa. Okay, I get the feeling... Is this something where... Okay, yeah, see, So I need to grab every other time step and output it for 2 frames. Okay, we can do that. So I'm going to need a clock, and we'll have it set to interval 2, so it triggers every other frame. And this is going to be the gate. So we'll pipe source 1 to in. That'll be this signal. And then every other frame we will grab and hold for 1 frame. And then we can just out. Right? Is that it? Is it that simple? Let's find out. It's that simple. Okay. It's done. The broadcast system is ready. What now? Now I will record our message, and you will broadcast it. Are you ready to receive the recording? Send it on over. Begin recording. Hello, fellow survivors. I am broadcasting from the abandoned farmstead north of the intersection of Highway I-451 and I-82. We are a community of survivors who have survived this new world through collaboration and cooperation with one another, and we'd like to invite you to join us. If you are out there, a lone wanderer just scraping by, find us. We have a home for you. This seems like a really bad idea. Excellent. Now what? We wait. If someone is listening, they will find you. Let's dig in. What if it's Ellis Agritech or bandits? Then we'll join you over there and help you defend. Do not worry, we'll be there for you if they come. Huh. It would be really interesting if all of a sudden this game does like a hard left turn and becomes some kind of tower defense. That would be totally wild, but I'd be here for it. In the meantime, there's still equipment in need of fixing. Sure. Alright. Next up is the tractor security system. AKA the reason why we don't need to change gameplay modes. Well, that's over. Hopefully nothing bad happens from the broadcast. Yeah, hopefully. Let's get back to work. If we do get survivors joining us, we'd best be prepared. So what's next? The vehicles. We'll need them to till the fields for planting and for harvesting. We can start with the tractors. Turning them on requires a key code, but we can hack them. Okay. Alright, let's just jump right in here. Alright. Tractor security system. Out 1 receives a clock signal with an interval of 6 time steps. Oh, but my clock can only go up to 5. Okay. Out 2 receives buffered signals from source 1. At regular intervals of 6 time steps, the buffered signal is updated to the latest signal from source 1. Hint, 6 can be expressed as 3 times 2. You may find it useful to solve for out 1 first, and then use out 1 when solving out 2. That makes sense. So how do we solve for out 1? And our hint is that it's 3 times 2. Well, that tells me I'm going to need 2 clocks at interval 3. But how do I combine them? Okay, wait a minute. What if I had 2 clocks and one and they're offset, and I set them up so that they're only the same every 6th tick? So what if I had one that's 2 and one that's 3? Right? So this one's going to fire at 3, 6, 9, 12. And the other is going to trigger at 2, 4, 6, 8. And I only want to send an output out when they are both on. Will that work? Okay, we get the idea. It absolutely does work. Okay. All right. So now let's do a splitter. And we'll send that to out 1. So there's out 1 done. Okay. Now, how do we solve for out 2? Out 2 receives buffered signals from source 1. Oh yeah, this is all like self-contained, so... Okay. Out 2 receives buffered signals from source 1. At regular intervals of 6 time steps, the buffered signal is updated. So wait, is that just this? Use my new interval 6 clock to drive the gate and just sample it? Is it that simple? I think it is. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. There we go. Tractor's up and running. There's some improvements you can make to it, though, if you're up for it. Let's take a look. Alright. Oh, we got a couple new optional missions. Before we dive in here, hey, if you guys are enjoying this, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know. You want to see some more? Hit that subscribe and tick the bell, all those good things. You'll get notified when new episodes are coming out. I'm enjoying working through here. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Tractor. Do we want to do the music player? Let's just go in order. Tractor music player first. Well, here's a fun distraction. The tractor has a music player. Ah yes, love listening to country music while traveling at slightly faster than walking pace. Yeah, fun. Well, it's not country music, probably just a small library of corporate-approved generic pop, but still better than nothing. Let's go fix it. Okay. Make a drum beat. Out 1 is a kick drum, out 2 is a hi-hat, out 3 is a snare drum. Interesting. Alright. Looks like we need a couple clocks. Okay. Let's see, this one triggers every 4th time step. This one triggers every 2 time steps, but needs to be offset by 1. Let's see if we can get this on the first try, shall we? Now this is interesting. This one needs to be triggered every 4 time steps, but is offset by 2. How do I offset by 2? Can I have an idea. Can I do a clock like this, where this one acts as the offset? Like this? So what'll this do? If I have this filter rate, this will be offset by 1. I don't think that's what I want, though. What would this do? This is going to do every 3rd. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's just try the interval 4. Let's just start there, see if that works. rid of these. All right, let's see if this works. It's the question of if this interval is going to start on time step 1 or wait the interval first. If it ticks first, we're going to have to figure out how to delay this. If it waits the interval first, then this should be fine. I think... No, this is the same as this one. It can't do both. How do I offset by 2? Oh. I got it. This, I was close. Except not was the wrong thing to do. I want an and. Right? So this one acts as the clock. This one acts as the offset. So it'll be like this, right? So this clock says every 4th interval. So that'll be out 1, like this. This one is going to say trigger every other tick starting at 1, right? We're nodding it for the second one, so this is inverted. So if we flip this back over, this is going to be high, low, high, low. And so we want ones where only both of them are high, right? So this will be on 2. It'll be 1. So it will trigger here. That's not right. That's not right. It'll trigger here. Okay. Okay. Can I... Okay. Okay. First, let's disable that. Just check to make sure these two are good. I wanted to do this all on the first try, but this has proven a little trickier than I thought, so. I mean, I'm kind of digging that beat, but... Okay, so these two, this is all good. We can close this up here. Now, what does this look like? One. No, see, that's correct, but it's not offset. Right, this isn't... Oh my god, this isn't going to do anything. Because if this is triggering every 4 and this is triggering every 2 and we only send it when these are both available, it's going to send every 4. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Okay. This is going to send every 4. I don't have a hold buffer. This is going to send every 4. What if I invert this? What does this do? That's it. That's it. Inverted clock 4. And clock 2. There. That's it. Yeah, because what this will do, this is going to take every 4 just like on out 1. This is going to invert that. So it will be down on step 1, up 2, 3, 4, down, up, 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 down, up, 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 right? But we only want it on every other beat. So we do a clock 2, which looks like out 2 but inverted. And we take it only when they're both high. So this one will be high. but this one will be low, so that will not take. This one, the top one will be low, but the second one will be high, will not take. Here, they will both be high and it'll take. This is effectively functioning as the offset. So by inverting the signal and ANDing it with another clock set to whatever offset you want, you can create an offset without having like a specific offset node. Let's see if I'm right. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. Nice. Send some recordings over when you have the chance. We're in desperate need of more music. Sure thing. All right. That was good. We learned how to do offsets with only clocks. That's good. All right. Tractor gear system. I think this will be the last one for this session. This tractor was one of the things I worked on at Ellis Agritech back then. The gear switching system was never as efficient as I hoped it would be. Why not? According to Eldon Ellis, it was good enough. No need for further improvements. It didn't have to be the best, it just needed to be better than the competitors. We could always make the improved version later and sell it as new and improved. Yeah, that's how things work. Can we improve it? Well, yes, of course. I thought you'd never ask. Alright. Like, yes, you want to make the best product you can, but at the same time, you also need to have a product out there and be selling it, and then you can improve it in a V2. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Alright, out 1 is an alternating signal of constant frequency. Okay. Out 2 alternates between 2 clock signals with different frequencies. Oh. Which clock signal to send to out 2 is decided by out 1. Oh my. Okay. This is not as scary as it sounds. What do we have? Oh, we have VCAs. Right. So we need to come up with 2 clock signals. A 2 time step and a 3 time step. And then we just use out 1 to drive between them. So I think out 2, 2 time step and a 3 time step. And then toggle between them. Use out 1 to toggle between them. Right. Right, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 VCAs. We'll have our 2 time step and our 3 time step. And we'll sum those together, and that'll be out 2. This is pretty basic. We have our 2 time step and our 3 time step, and then let's throw a knot in here. And so the way this will work is we'll come up with our out 1 signal, pipe that into this VCA, and pipe it into this knot. So the output signal for 1, when this is positive, it'll drive clock 2, but not clock 3. And when it's 0, it will drive clock 3, but not clock 2. Okay. Now the question is, how do we build this alternating clock signal? I think samples the current value at the input when a trigger is received and stores it in memory. The current memory value is sent to the output. So I think we have a clock 4? 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Interval 4 goes to gate. So we only want to trigger it once and then hold it for 3. And then up, down, up. Nope. Up, down, down. So then we need a clock. Now we need to generate some kind of signal that is correct. Every 4 time steps. It can do whatever it wants in between. It just has to be correct at the 5th time step. Let's see. High, low, low, low. Low, high, low, low, low. No. I was thinking maybe it's a clock interval 5, but it's not. What if I did something like... Maybe this is making it severely overcomplicated. But what if I did something like... I have 2 4-step clocks. I don't need... No. Let's do a splitter. Yeah. 4-step clock. We'll put out 4 to the gate, because we know we only want to trigger that every 4 steps. And then, so out 1 will be high every 4th. Every 4th? Every 5th. High, low is 2. So skip 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to think, could I do something where I have the clock driving the signal? And then maybe I have like a VCA. And every time the clock ticks, it flip-flops by handing it with a gate. This is getting complicated. Okay. So what if I did something like this? Hey, achievement. Create an infinite loop. Okay. Did not mean to do that.
One hour later.
I don't know. I'm missing something and I don't know what it is. Alright. Well, we have been struggle busting at this for a while now, and I am not making any progress. So, I think we will call this one here. It pains me a little bit to leave this one in the middle of a level, but I'm not sure what else to do. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Are you seeing something I'm not? Or should I give in and take the hint? Or, you know, how should we approach this? And based on your comments and what comes up, I'll take a look at that, and we will move forward in the next episode, finish this off and keep moving through these levels. So with that, oh, by the way, I've got a new a little bit of a new lighting setup here. I guess you can't see much with the green screen, but let me know what you think. Is this better? Is this worse? Is there something else I should try? I'm very much an amateur at this whole recording slash streaming slash studio setup thing. So if you have any suggestions, please let me hear them. I would love to get that feedback. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.